Hey guys, what's going on? It's Carl here, back with another episode, back from CES, and just kind of getting back into the swing of things, making some videos. One of the most asked questions though on social lately has been, what camera did I bring to CES, and what camera do I use on a regular basis? So two things, at CES, Sony didn't have any new cams to show off, nothing in the imaging department, which leads me to believe in the next little while this current model, the A7R2, which is my daily device that I use, might be the best overall package for a mirrorless camera until we see maybe the A7R3, whenever that may be. I'll name off the 5 features which make this the perfect cam for my exact use. Summed up, it is full frame, dual versatility of the APS-C crop, shoots in 4K, 5-axis image stabilization, and the overall build and form factor. I think those 5 reasons right there mean you should buy this guy right now. Having a full frame, and I'm coming from the GH4, even though the GH5 does look tempting, the A6300, which has an APS-C size sensor, full frame means more light into the sensor, and I'll stop you right now from watching this video. If low light is your key priority, A7S2, end of video, see you later. Back to full frame, it gives you that cinematic look, and I essentially have the same combo here, A6300, 10 to 18mm lens, exactly the same as the A7R2 with the 16 to 35mm lens, but obviously the depth of field on this guy isn't as good, even though they're both f4. Just the creamy background, especially when you have a lens that can utilize that. We'll try to make some switches back and forth using this puppy here. This guy's an f1.4 35mm, and the background just melts away. If you're looking for that kind of look, someone like myself that does a lot of video, I think that's worth paying that extra coin for, personally. But if you're looking to shoot mostly landscape, f5, 6, 7, 9, 12, and above, I don't think that full frame effect makes too much of a difference. You pay for bokeh. You pay for that shallow depth of field, and I do not have any regrets purchasing this guy over this guy. I think there's uses for both. Second reason, the APS-C crop, and I think this is what makes the A7R2 the clear winner over other mirrorless cams. It has the versatility of essentially shooting 2 focal ranges. So for example, if you have a 35mm, switch this into an APS-C crop, you've almost got double the focal range, one lens, and you can imagine what that looks like with a zoom range or a zoom lens, and that is the #1 reason why I brought my A7R2 to CES over my A6300, which is way lighter, but I just needed that extra versatility. You can check out some footage up here. I did a whole vlog on it. #3, shoots in 4K. And I know that in 2017, that may seem like the norm now, but when I got this guy last year, it was still relatively new, and I know that Sony is introducing 4K into both the A6300, A6500, even the RX100 series shoots 4K, but having that option when you look at other brands, I'm looking at you, Canon, they just can't compete. Pro #4, and I should add an extra finger here because it's 5-axis image stabilization, and I know that they just crammed this into the A6500, doesn't make it as relevant, but if you're new to the Sony game, it essentially gives the sensor a bit of movement side to side, up and down, pitch and yaw, along 5-axis. I think I got all of those right. So if you have a lens that doesn't have any stabilization built in, like some older legacy glass, it now takes full advantage, and all of that stabilization is built into the sensor, which means super silky smooth video, so perfect for any of you looking to step up your vlog game, and allows you to take better pictures at lower light as you don't have that shakiness. So maybe now we'll make that quick switch. So we've actually just now switched to the A6300 just to kind of highlight how small this entire package of the A7R2 fits nicely into your hand, and if you're coming over from Nikon, from Canon, no matter what package you have, this guy is definitely smaller. Even pairing it with one of the larger lenses, this is the 16 to 35 f4, swap that guy out. Even with something larger like the 35 f1.4, which is one of the biggest lenses that you'll see, still perfectly manageable in one hand, maybe because I try to work out. And the #1 pet peeve over the past year has to sadly be the battery life, which they do suck. You'll maybe get 2 to 3 hours of footage which just means you have to take 4 to 5 extra batteries with you in your pack. Isn't the biggest deal breaker, but definitely something you have to keep an eye on, especially if you're in the middle of a shoot, taking a lot of photos. It would suck to have your camera die mid-session. Just keep an eye on that battery meter is all you gotta do. And for all of you professional peeps out there, I didn't even mention any of the S-Log profiles, the high dynamic range. It's just all built in. For my use, I'm in a well-lit studio. I kind of just don't even use picture profiles. I use one of the settings that I found online. Seems to work for me. Minimal grading, always a win-win in my books. Anyways, I hope this video answers a ton of questions and gives you my opinion of still the best overall package for a mirrorless camera in 2017. Super pumped to see what Sony has to offer next. A7R III. Make your predictions down below. All links will be down below for both the body, the lenses that I rock, and I will catch the rest of you in one of my next episodes, which could possibly be about this guy or in perhaps one of my vlogs. Peace.